Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Hey, in today's video, if you didn't see by the thumbnail, we have two transfer cases here. And you're probably asking yourself, well Smitty, they look like the same transfer case. And they are, except for one little issue. And I will point that out when we come back. Alright y'all, welcome back for another video. The transfer cases, we have two of them here. Buddy hit me up that, well, actually that's what his 480 and that other transfer case is for. His other truck that he's got blew up a transfer case. There's apparently something wrong with this one. Not sure quite what it is, but buddy his had this one, and he went to put it in, and it don't fit. Now these are the same transfer case. These are what they call the 246 transfer cases, which was the automatic four-wheel drive transfer case. Here's the issue with this one. If you look at the splines on the input shaft of that one, and then come over and look at the splines on the input shaft of this one, see a difference there? There's that one, and there's that one. The difference is, this one here is out of a half-ton with a 4L60E in it. This is a rare breed that is out of a 1500 HD. It's a heavy half, which has got a 4L80 in front of, or behind it. So, well, I guess it would be in front of it on the transfer case. So the issue is the input shaft is different on these two. And we're going to have to take both the transfer cases apart and swap them with this one. He said this one's broke. You know, we'll get this thing apart and find out what's going on. The other thing is, this transfer case is newer. And the reason why I tell you that is the bolts. This was a problem that these bolts had on these older transfer cases. You can see how that plastic or coating is just ballooned up. And if you pick at it a little bit, you'll find that underneath of that is a very rusty bolt. And you will play hell getting a socket, a normal size socket on there. Now I've got some Matco spline drive sockets that work really good. However, they're at work right now. So, as you can see how rounded that bolt is now. I mean, it's in rough shape. It's rusted pretty good. But anyway, so they had problems with this bolt for this reason. So, what they went to is this style bolt that's encapsulated. It's a 13, that's a 10 millimeter, I do believe, instead of a, yeah, it's a 10. So they use this kind of bolt instead, and this one you didn't have any trouble, but you got to make sure to put these washers back on if they come off. So, anywho, he painted over the sticker, so I don't know what the sticker said on here, because it usually says, like this one here, it'll tell you that model number, and it just tells you what kind of transfer case it is. They both still have the same tag on it. If you look at the tag there, that one says 246C. and this one he's kind of painted on, but you can still make it out 246. So it's the same transfer case. So needless to say, we got to get both these apart. So if this is the kind of stuff you would like to see, make sure to hit that thumbs up button for me, and subscribe to the channel if you would, and turn your bell notification on for all notifications. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, thank you all so much for getting me over 2,200 subscribers. I'm just tickled to death. I know I've been lax on videos, had a whole lot of issues going on right now, so it's no excuse, I understand, but you guys deserve more, but I'm trying. I still work full time. I don't know how these kids do it. Well, that's because they're kids. They got a lot more energy than these old farts, but anyway, I'm going to get you set up on a tripod, and we'll start tearing this transfer case apart if I can find a socket to fit them. So, yeah, here we go. Okay, first things first. And of course, I get these speed sensors out of the way. I can already tell you, I think this thing's probably been running dry. We got to try to get a bunch of this stuff off the bolts so I can get them out. So, long tedious task of kind of scraping. Yeah, see, that one's pretty bad. Don't know if I'll be able to get that one out or not. Guess we probably ought to make sure that these don't have any fluid in it before I get going too far. That would suck to get a surprise and find out, oh hey, still got fluid in it. Make a big old mess all over my bench. That doesn't look too good. Oh my Lord. Oh, that's bad. I have chunks. Alright, so I know it's empty. So we shall continue. Alright, so we got this one last bolt to worry about over here. See if we can find something to stick on there. Ooh, that actually fits. Let's see if we're going to get lucky here. I need an extension. Oh, look at there. Alright, and we got that out. You come in here and get this. There is a snap ring behind this plug right here. And I see rusty fluid. That's never a good sign on one of these. That means this thing's been run dry. I'm wondering if it's got a hole in the case somewhere. I don't see one. Alright, the snap ring is kind of turned in here. You should be able to just take and spread this apart. There we go. Just drops like that. Then you can get this case half off. To do that, there is a groove right here. Pry on it there. And there's one on the opposite side right here. Alright. Oh. Never good to see dust. Oh, look at the inside of this dude. That is bad. That's real bad. Your anti-wear clip is still here, and it's not broken, so it never rubbed a hole in the case. I think somebody just didn't put any fluid in it. Wow. Lots and lots of metal. This here is your detent ball. And what that does is that allows your arm down in here, that twist, it goes underneath the wow, is it missing? Sure is. Alright, this detent ball goes right here, and there is no threads left in that case at all. But this ball, I call it a ball, but if you look at the end of it, it's just like a ball. And what this thing does, this ball sits right in here. There's supposed to be a spring and everything else in it, but I don't know how it got on the inside. There's supposed to be a plug there. Well, let's get this thing the rest of the way apart and find out what's cooking with this thing. So it's got some serious rusty mud going on in this thing. Take that snap ring off. Take this big honker over here off. Okay. You can take this bearing off. Surprisingly enough, that bearing's pretty smooth. Take your reluctor off. And take your pump off. I'd imagine this pump is done. Yeah, I think that pump's probably done. And then you should be able to pull out your chain. Oh, wait a minute. Forgot my other snap ring. Now pull it up. There's that. Your screen is just full of mud, top and bottom. It's pretty bad. That bearing is done. I mean, it's rough. Well, it's the seal too. Seal that's in there. Alright, this over here is your clutch pack. This has actually got a clutch kind of like an automatic does. So you just lift this up. Oh, wow. Oh, I see what broke. Houston, that's a problem. Yeah, this thing's roached. Hopefully the input shaft's okay, but there you go. You look at how much metal's in there. Of course, when you got no fluid in it, that happens right there. That planetary is gone. The pin's gone. You know, like I said, hopefully I can get the input out of it. But to get this fork out, you have to take these two bolts out here. These two Allens. There's one on either side. Then you can get this fork out. But I'd say this thing's probably just done. Alright, so I had to run up to the parts store and get a bit. Let's see if I can get these things off. Because obviously I didn't have the right size. So, let's see if the old Milwaukee can take this dude off. But anyway, you got to take these two. You got to take these two bolts out. There's one on either side to be able to get this fork out. Oh yeah, came right out. The other side. See if we can get some of the crap out of the hole. Alright, get in there now. There we go. Alright, you can just pull your fork out, and this fork is done. I mean, the nubs are worn off here. They're supposed to be like half moon shape, and they're pretty much done. This roller on the end's pretty good. It's still pretty free. There we go, pull that shaft right out of there. And then you can pull your fork out. There is absolutely nothing left to this fork. It's pretty bad shape. And it's bent. Ooh. Alright. Now you can see on the inside what we got to work with. This center gear should come out, hopefully. It may not, but this snap ring is supposed to be holding this ring gear in. Oh, here you go. This ring gear doesn't normally come out. It blew up that bad. Alright. Looks like we're gonna have to pull the snap ring out of the other side. So flip that up and so it dumps all the crap all over the bench. Get this adapter back off. Alright, get this seal out of here. That came out pretty easy, surprisingly enough. Okay, normally, yeah, it's still there. There is a snap ring right down in here that holds this shaft in, because the bearing is held in with the retainer on the inside. But if you can't get the planetary out, you're going to have to get this snap ring out. So, clean all this debris out, see if we can get this snap ring off. There it comes. Alright. You should be able to knock this out the other side. This is already damaged. We're going to get with it here, so we'll just there we go. Oh my Lord. If you guys had smell-o-vision, I mean, there's nothing worse than the smell of burnt metal. Well, except for burnt transmission. Alright. So there is our... got parts falling out everywhere. There's one of the planetaries, and that dude is chewed up. And you can see what it did there. Oh, that's going to be a bum deal. This thing's not going to be any good. Because this input shaft will come out so you can replace it, but let's see here. Yeah, there's snap ring right here. Yep, that's done. So I'm not going to be able to salvage anything on this, really. This gear's done. I gotta say, guys, guys and gals, this is probably by far the worst transfer case I've ever taken apart. You can see the amount of carnage that's in there. I mean, it's bad. That one's bad. That one's bad. That one's bad. That one's bad. Wow. That gear's bad. It's just chewed up. Look at that. Got a piece of fork or something welded in there, and it's actually warped this. Yeah, not really warped it, but I mean, it bent the crap out of it. Whew. We don't have much salvageable in this dude. The front output shaft is okay. Well, no, it's not. The chain and the two gears, maybe? No, even they're junk. I mean, if you look at them real close, look at the teeth on them. They're in bad shape. Oh, sorry about the cord. They're in bad shape. So, what about the output shaft? Yeah. I don't even know that it's any good. Yeah, this whole thing's just junk. So, yeah. I'd say this has got to be the worst one. This whole thing is pure D junk. So, might as well just throw it in the trash or the recycler I don't even know if the recycler would want it. All right, y'all. So you can see that transfer case is done. I mean, there's nothing I can salvage out of it. It's just so burnt up. Just burnt. So anyway, that's going to be it for this transfer case. I still got another one down there, but I'm going to do that in another video. So now I'm going to clean all this mess up before we start on the other one. So that's the importance of oil, obviously, and who knows how long this thing's been run without it. I mean, it's pretty dry. So if you like what you've seen, make sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, turn it to all so you get notified when the latest video comes out. And until next time, take care of yourself, take care of each other. God bless you, and God bless America. Love you all. See you, bye.